So I wanted to mention the roughness on the walking sticks are, 150 grit or 160 I used the last time. 2 coats of polyurethane on top of it. Doesn't seal up all the scratches. If I kept on sanding it with like 220 and then recoating it and sanding it with 220, then the original 150 scratches would probably disappear. Then it would be really, really super shiny. And right now it's nice the way it is. It's I like the texture of it. I like the feel of it. The tops look good. And the bottoms are going to get the rubber bottoms to it using the glue. And I'm not going to drill the holes in today just because of a time situation. So what I'm going to do is use another method for the leather cord strap that's very, very top. When I get time, I'll drill it out and put them in, and that'll be that, if I decide to even do that. But at least I know the spots that I want to put it. We're good. Let's get going. I'm going to unpack now. I might need the Phillips to help thread the cord on the leather grip. The 3M glue. And I'm using these rubber scotch 4 chair tips. By 3M. Got these at Lowe's. I got 2 walking sticks here, okay, and the first one here is the one that we filled in the top with, and as you can see, it looks real nice. I left the texture on it, and these are the places where I was going to put the hole through it to put the leather strap. And how is this particular walking stick going to be used? It's not going to be used this way. It's actually going to be used this way. So I'm going to have it just like that. And the other one is going to look like this. It's not going to go this way. It's going to actually be backwards like that, shaping back so that you can reach out, and that's real nice. Okay, so that's it. So where am I going to leave the cord on it? I think on the inside here is where the wrapping is going to be, on this particular one right here, on this one right here. Okay, I'm not going to have it out in the front. I could have it out in front. I might have it on the side. If I have it out in the front, right out here, that'll also work right here. And on this one, I'm going to have the cord. I think I'm going to have it out front. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to have it right out here in the front, not on the side. So we'll see how it feels, see how it goes. Let me show you some of the materials I'm going to be using today. I'm actually going to put the rubber bottom on first, just because I want, when I actually hold the stick upright while I'm tying it and putting it together, when the bottom of the stick is touching the ground, which has already been polyurethaned, I don't want it to scratch and wreck the seal. So I want that seal to stay on there. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to put this rubber piece on using 3M. It's called weather strip molding for cars, and you can fix weather strip molding or replace it or put new stuff on. Works great. You put some on both sides inside the rubber tip and some onto the stick, and you're all good. I'll just test and see if they work, and then make sure they fit good, and then I'll just glue it up and put them on, and then get to the leather straps. Goes on real good. Goes on great. There you go. Doesn't have to be super snug. The glue is what's going to hold it. Let's see. Yeah, that goes on good too. So I'm going to glue them up now. These are the rubber bottoms. It's nice. Your fingernail can go into it. It's soft enough to hold on to the stone, wide enough, and it's got some ribs on it. And it doesn't, most importantly, it doesn't damage anything anywhere you go, which is great. What more can you ask for? It doesn't damage the rocks. You can take it into a mall, you can take it anywhere you want to. It's not going to damage anything. And when it wears out, you just go buy new ones and you replace them. All right, let's put them on. All right, just put on the one. I'm not going to do both. It dries really quick. It's on. I used this stick here. I smoothed it out. Okay, I put it in there. I stirred it into the cup, and it's ready to go. Here it goes. I'll put it right on. I'm going to use 2 hands, so just going to put it on quick. Okay, so what I did was when I put it on, I twisted it, and I just pushed it down snug, and I left some of the actual glue come out on the top, so it just sort of gave it a seal. I'm not gonna smear it and smooth it out or anything, and I'm just gonna let it stay exactly the way it turned out, just like that. And I'm gonna let this sit there. I'm gonna pop this little bubble right there. Good, and we are set. Let's do the other one. Put some black adhesive in here, and then put some on the stick right here. We're good. All right, the second one is done, and as you can see, I just left it come out, and I'm just going to keep it upright here, just like that, and I'm just going to let it dry. Could have maybe used less, but when it comes to sealing the tip of a walking stick, it's better to seal it than not seal it well. So that's it. So this is what it looks like. Wonderful. Probably can't use it today. I'd prefer just to let it dry first. Now let's put the leather handles on. All right, I put everything away. I'll put this away. I'll put this in a bag. And I am completed. That way it doesn't blow away. I don't think I need this bag out, so I'll put this bag here. Do I need any of this anymore? I don't think I need any of this. Put that away. I wiped off the tip of the 3M stuff. I put that away. I'll keep this out for now. And now it's just ready to put on the handles. Here we go. Let's do it. What a beautiful day today. It's like 55, 60 degrees. And let's hope we can get this done real quick. It's probably going to take some time, but we'll give it a whirl. We'll do the small one first for this one. This one, since I put the glue on that tip very first. I put it on so that it's smooth in the front and rougher in the back. Okay, so that's how I'm going to probably do it on this one. I was just twisting it and trying to figure it out, but that's how I'm going to walk with it. The other way I could do is put the cord towards the front like this, like that, so it's smooth in the back and gripping with your fingers in the front. So you know what, I actually like that better. I'm going to go with that way. I was testing it before. All right, I'm going to start tying it up. Here we go. So what I did was I actually put 2 pieces of cord on this leather, and since I've tightened it up, it looks like I'll be able to actually take out the extra piece that I put in the other day and have it all one piece. So that'll work out fine. It's not a big deal. So it is what it is. Let's keep going. So I'm going to take this piece out that I put in, this extra piece down below, right here. I'm going to take this piece out right there, that piece down there, and I can weave this long piece in since I've been pulling it tight. So that'll work out good. Don't forget, when you push the leather through with 2 hands, one hand pulls it out the other side and the other hand twists the leather. So you twist it like this, you're twisting it as you're pushing it into the hole, and it actually goes into the hole much better. So now I'm just going to tie this off, and this walking stick is going to have this top piece on, and I'm going to put a leather piece on top up here for a handle grip, for like a strap. What I did was I was able to use 1 piece of leather. I went all the way down, and then I tied a knot, and I took the last piece of leather and I went through it, and I weaved it up the middle of it, just like so. You can see it. And then here's a loop, and then I'm just going to pull this out and then just clip that off, and a little piece will just stick out right here, and that'll be just like that. So everything will be nice, and this one will be done, and then we're going to put this little strap on the top right now too. So what I did was I wrapped it from the front and crossed it here. Then I took it 1 cord, and it's all one length, and then I tied it in the back here, right here, and then I had the 2 pieces coming down, and then I just did a little figure 8 knot there, and then I adjusted it so that when you put your hand in it, it's fine. If you want to do it that way, if you want to go the other way from the top, you can go like this, like that. Okay, whatever way you want to. That way, if you let it go, you can catch it. So multiple ways to do it. One of the ways that most people do it is this way. Now if you drop it, now you catch it like that, and it's there. So yeah, I got the holes there. The holes are right there, so you can see it. There's one there, there's one right there. So anytime I want to just put the leather strap through those holes, I'll just drill a hole through there, and then what I'll do is I'll take a little polyurethane, and I'll just take a Q-tip and put it inside, back and forth a few times, and then let that dry before I put the leather strap in, just to seal it. It just makes it a little bit better. So right now this is completed, it's done, and I'm happy with it. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to take and start the next one right now, and the roping here, the lacing that I used the cord with, that's sort of how I did it. I didn't go into any kind of fancy stuff with it. What I do is I just take the walking stick, and I just put the piece of leather on top, and I weave it in until it's all the way down, and then I'll be ready to go. I'm going to put the straps out front just like I did on that one, so it'll be smooth towards the palm of my hand, and out here where it grips with my fingers, where the grip will be. All right, that's how I'm going to do it on this one too. I'm going to do it the same way. Bottom looks good. Like I said before, you better use enough sealant so that it really seals it well than not enough at all, and it hardens up and it's done. To get it off, you can easily get it off. I always keep an extra 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in my backpack, just in case something would fall off. You can always put one on. So that's it. I'm going to put this on and let's see how it turns out. I got this one going pretty good, and take a look at it so far. I think it looks okay. You know, we're not doing anything fancy. That's it. So now I'm just going to tie a knot down here at the bottom, like a figure 8 right here. And I think I'll weave. I think I'll weave it up through here, right up the middle, all the way up to the top here. If I don't, I'll just cut it off right there and I'll be done, and I'll put this here and I'll let this open this time, more of an open airy thing, okay? And that's it. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll decide once I get it done. I'm going to pull this up through it all the way up to the top like I did the other one, just so they're similar and they look the same. And I think having the cord go all the way up allows it that it won't unravel. All right, so I wove it up through the middle. I went over the one piece in the middle here and then went back underneath again, just for a little bit different design. And then up top I just brought it out, and what I'll do is I'll just trim it off right there. Now I'm going to wrap a strap around this, and this one will be completed too. So what I did was I just tucked the cords in the bottom here, and everything's all good to go. So I'm going to do the other one and see if I can tuck those in. If not, just let them go just the way it is. So that's what it looks like. And then the strap goes underneath here. You can either hold it that way or which way you want to hold it, and you can adjust it, you know, and you can put a longer piece on if you want to, and you can actually wrap a piece that goes around down at the bottom here and everything. So a super long cord, so that you can actually, so it's like a loop around, and this piece here goes around and it gets tied in the front here, so then it just stays real close by like that. So that's pretty much it. So this one's completed. All right, let's take a look at the other one quick. All right, so this little piece here doesn't bother me. I might tuck it in right now. That'll be it. So it should be good. Let's test them out. All right, we finished them up, and I think they look great. They're fine, and the wood turned out good. I did 2 coats of polyurethane on the large one here, on this handle right here. I did we did 2 coats of first coat was light of polyurethane on it, and then the second coat I put heavier on it. And then after we stained this one, and you got to remember that, you know, anytime you're sanding and putting stain on or putting polyurethane on, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you always use denatured alcohol and wipe it down with a cloth, and then you can put the polyurethane on. And also too, whenever you stain things too, and you sand it, and then before you stain it, you always denature it, alcohol it with a cloth, let it dry, then you stain it, and then when you sand it again. So it's a combination of sanding, denature alcohol, staining, sanding, denature alcohol, and then you could put another stain on it, sanding, denature alcohol, and then put another stain on it, or put the polyurethane. All right, so I packed everything up. Everything's all cleaned up. I cleared everything out. Everything's good to go. And Now we're going to go test them out and see how they work. I think the glue on the bottom is still wet, so I'm probably not going to be touching the ground with them right now, but I am going to just take a small hike. Let's see what time it is. So it's 3 p.m. and yeah, I'm just going to take a hike up the trail and just get a little exercise in for today. Hope you enjoyed the content today. Let's just get going. We got it done, and my guess is the black 3M sealant will be drying, like completely dry in 24 hours. Now you could use a thin coat, and I might have benefited from that. I wouldn't have had so much come out the sides, but as it dries, it'll shrink down, it'll harden, so it'll be pretty nice. And it'll also seal the top of the rubber tip on the base from getting any water or condensation in it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the content in the filming today. Thanks for watching. Education, safety, journeys and adventures, and hiking, bushcraft, to survival and entertainment. So we're just trying to wrap up the hike. I'm going to climb up to this base of the red rock up here, Canyon Mountains, and take a little breather, because I am climbing up a hill the whole way. And if you don't climb up here every day, you breathe heavy. Today, it's not that bad. It's not that dusty. A little dusty, but not that bad. You got to realize it's not only dust from this desert, but the entire desert, no matter what direction it comes in, north, south, east, or west, there's always something in sandstone dust particles in the air. Ever so little, some more, some less days. So the sun is setting in the west here, and I'm just going to back up to get a little sun, and yeah, so that should do it, and we're off, and until the next time. Thanks for joining again. I appreciate it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, I have something special coming up with these two particular walking sticks. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. All right. So I did a little test, and believe it or not, this is interesting. When you have two ski poles, it gives you extraordinarily different types of balance than only having one ski pole when you ski with two skis. Not a snowboard, but two skis. Without ski poles, you have to have really good balance, because it's just your arms you're using for your balance the whole time. Now, this is an interesting concept. So if two ski poles gives you a balance while you're skiing. Of course, one hiking stick is great, but just a few seconds ago, I walked like maybe 100 yards, and I just wanted to see what it would be like to use my two wood hiking sticks while I'm walking versus one. And my recommendation is that if you don't have good balance, you might want to get two walking sticks. That way, if you lose your balance, rather than just having your feet and one extra point on the ground, you have two extra points. But it does become not burdensome, but you know, having two large walking sticks, you're definitely going to get a great workout, that is for sure. And there's nothing wrong with getting a great workout. But if it's going to be a long hike, I don't know. I'd have to test it out on like a 5-hour hike and see what I like better. Now, I've seen people use ski pole types of walking sticks before that are made out of steel or aluminum, and they're expandable and contractible. I've never used them, can't talk about them, don't know anything about them. So my recommendation is, you know, if you're young, if you have good balance, one hiking stick should be fine. A wood one, preferably. These are, like we had measured before, are I think 48 inches, and an additional 12 inches would be 60 inches, and after that 72 inches. 72 inches for a 5 or 6 foot person is more seriously a bigger, heavier walking stick, and can be utilized more depending on what type of hiking you're doing. But if you're not doing super severe hiking, a 48-inch arm level when it touches the ground like this, and your arm is out level, that should be fine. All right, I just wanted to share that. Okay.